Identifying a toxic relationship. Your ability to identify a toxic relationship is crucial for your emotional, physical, and psychological well-being.
Yes, not all relationships are unhealthy or stressful. The key part is to know what you invest your time and energy into.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like this now, toxic relationship. What is a toxic relationship? Just for them.
For me, a toxic relationship is an unhealthy relationship, like unhealthy in general. The word unhealthy, that's a toxic relationship. It's not good for you, your mental health, every aspect of your life. Yeah.
So the signs, so like what signs are we going to look out for? What's that? Okay, this relationship is toxic. This is
disrespect. Yes, how they treat other people. Background sometimes, your family background, yes, big time. More like you should, I think girls should start trying to have conversations with their new partner's exes. How did he treat you?
Ouch. Yeah. Because that's background, because I feel the way the family setting is, the way your father treated your mom, the way your mom treated your dad, not all the time, but most of the time influence the way you relate with your own partner. Yes, it does. So these signs are like lack of communication, insecurity, always being insecure. Anytime you're somewhere, they always begin yes, abuse. Toxic relationships often lead to abuse. Domestic violence in the sense of physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, all types of abuse. As far as all of them are abuse, they're under domestic violence. So do you have any like stories about toxic relationships to share?
More like how I think of course from school I do have some stories to tell right now. In school I dated somebody, and then I love to play lawn tennis. And of course, you know, lawn tennis guys, they are tall, they're attractive, well built and all that.
I'm not tall.
And my partner at the time looked good but was insecure, had insecurities and jealousy, and I think he felt the need to extend that and tried so hard to stop me from practicing, like training. During training, they would stop you from getting more money, getting your bag, they will try to stop you from progressing, from having new experiences. They'll stop you from more like good things, like it could even affect your career. I think some marriages, not all, even some marriages, that's the higher relation, like the relation that has gotten to marriage, you see. So like for women, you see, I'm trying to pursue this career and all that. You see her mother-in-law telling her, won't you give birth? Okay, fine, she's going to give birth. She's going to make sure her home is okay and all that. She's going to cook and all. But it could disturb her work, because at first these married women, they're like, okay, yes, they'll try hard to keep up with cooking, keep up with taking care of their children, taking care of their home and all that, and still go to work, which that's stress. That's extreme stress for you, and not everybody thinks a nanny is ideal these days. So when they only do that for like the first 4 months, 3 months. After that, they don't even need to be told, they'll stop because of too much stress. So if you have an inconsiderable partner, that's a toxic partner. Doesn't consider your work, because if it's the woman, I'm not saying it only happens to women, okay, because if it's the man that has a new job, that, you know, progress, achievements and all that, she'll be at home taking care of that children.
Not those children cases, though.
Yeah, not, that's why I said not all, but most. She'll be at home taking care of the children, so he'll go to work and all, still have a nanny and he'll go to work. You understand? But there are some people, they have nannies at home, they have all the help at home, but their husbands still say no, sit at home. So I feel like relationships or marriages should not stop us from moving forward in our lives.
Like the one that said they'll stop playing long tennis. Like, you're not even married. Imagine you're not married. Maybe that stop both.
So when you get signs like that, you really have to cut things off. You have to stop that relationship. You have to, because the thing is, first you have to talk. Because this is
communication.
Yes, you have to communicate. Now the thing is, when you communicate, is the person listening? Not everybody that listens to you.
Effective communication.
Yeah, like they just hear you talk or nag. They call it nagging, and then like, oh, she's not nagging, and continue. They don't care to change. they do not want to change for good.
You know,
they even get worse.
No, I heard somebody saying that as a man, I want this, I want that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to marry, and everybody fall into my plan. So I was like, you have this plan and this plan. I don't understand it. Does the woman not have a plan? Is she a stick? And because the way you have plans, she also has plans. So I feel like the two of you understanding yourself should be what to, perpetuate the whole idea of marriage. So forget what I was saying. Now, some people like toxic relationship. Kudos to you. Some people don't like to do anything. They like their husband to. They want to.
Yes.
So that I feel like just find your Mr. Right. As a frog, find your frog. Be together.
Yeah, but be able to identify what is toxic and healthy for you.
Yes. Very, 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 very important. That will help you live longer. Most of all these cases of depression I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Toxic relationships are like on top. Because if you're having issues and you cannot talk to your partner because you're in a toxic relationship, all these things are like really, really
unhealthy.
So, are there any other signs of toxic relationship you want us to know about? You can leave it in the comment section.
How they that's
something. Do you have any other one?
No.
Okay. So our beloved viewers, sexy viewers, can leave your comments in the comment section of how toxic relationships should be ended, I guess.
Yes,
if you're in one, I advise you to run as fast as you can away from the person. But first, you have to identify your problem to solve your problem.
Yes, so and create the environment for yourself.
You can't say everything. There are lots of ways. So from what little we've said, you can do your research, get to know if you're in a toxic relationship. You can find a way to exit that relationship. So this is
Esosa Vanessa.
Yeah, this is Esosa Vanessa, and she's a graduate
of Abruzali University.
Yes, and she studied
English language.
Hence our eloquence. Yeah, so
thank you.
This is come to the end of this episode. So tune in for our next episode. Ciao, bye bye.
Alright, can I wash over?
Kiss them now.